Nick Nova, man of science becomes science project.
What? Who do you think you are calling me Science Project?
I am Levi Ravensight, master of magic, and you are my first recruit into the greatest superhero team that has ever existed.
Team?
Yeah, you know, like the Justice League or the Rogues. Well, except that the Rogues are bad guys, and we be fighting them. So really, that makes us the Honest. But that doesn't sound really cool.
Seriously. Target sighted. Target is conversing with an unknown male.
Take the shot, Agent Thorn.
Completely serious. Hey look! Your boot's unbuckled.
Oh man, are you serious? Damn, I missed. What the hell is that? Stay back! Whoa! There we go. You can't believe how often these come undone. Thanks for letting me know.
Well, I wouldn't want you to die. I mean, you know, from falling.
Right.
So, are you in?
Well,
Please?
sure, why not?
Woohoo! This is gonna be the best!
So what's the name of this team?
I was thinking the Avengers.
I think that already exists.
No way! I was sure that one wasn't taken.
Ah! My eyes!
Thorn, what's happening?
I fell in something. Oh God, my eyes!
Is the target dead?
No,
Noted, mission failed. Thank you for your time, Agent Thorn.
no! You can't do this to me! You can't terminate me!
Hello everybody, and welcome back to DC Universe Online with me and our new villain, Blind Vine. Now, normally I know I started off by doing the opening tutorial mission and everything, but I really wanted to show you guys kind of a little backstory on him. It really took me a lot of time to try to figure out a nature character. I honestly, it was really difficult, honestly. But I ended up deciding on a kind of a mercenary character who, as you guys saw, falls into ace chemicals, kind of like the Joker, kind of like, getting his powers, I guess, from anyone that's fallen into some sort of chemical or something that's given them powers. But unfortunately, his accident he had blinded him, and having been a master sharpshooter in his time, the perfect assassin, can take out a guy at 100 yards, now he has no eyes, but his powers with plants allow him to kind of use the plants to feedback to him. It's really hard to explain. But the plants give him sensory feedback on where things are, and people and targets and enemies and things like that. Kind of like how Daredevil, he can use sound. He's using the plants that he can now control to kind of be his sight, basically. So I thought it was kind of cool. Plus, you guys, you took all the good, nature villain names. All of them. Every single one I tried. Everyone's taken them. So I kind of had to come up with something a little bit more interesting and strange. I hope you guys like him. I wanted to go with the Gadgeteer outfit, which was really, really hard to get. So that's kind of why I'm level 4. Because it was really hard to get. So, yeah, I hope you guys like him. I think it's pretty cool looking. So, yeah. First off, crossplay's in! I know, we really haven't done anything in this episode yet. We've just been standing around talking. But crossplay's in! Oh my god, it's amazing. So, just so you guys know, I try to be on pretty often. If you guys really, really, really want to be a part of the league, or, you know, well, if you want to be part of the league, message me or Temp, and we can get you guys into the league. Otherwise, if you just want to friend me or talk to me, please feel free to send me tells. Just be aware that if I'm recording, I probably won't reply. You'll see it in a video, probably. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on with this. So yeah, like I said, I skipped the entire beginning tutorial bit just because we've done it so many times, and I wanted a little bit more continuity between his story and what's happened now. One thing I wanted to show you guys off is Level Find a Way. You guys always know this. If you guys have been playing, this is from the original Valentine's Day seasonal event, which they got rid of, and then they just gave everyone all the things every year, just as a, here you go, fantastic, good luck with whatnot and such. So yeah, that's that. So let's get into it. Our mentor is Lex Luthor, and we're working for him to try to get information, kinda, you know, in my story, not in the real world. Come on, I'm trying to be more story, whatever. But yeah, he's trying to figure out information from Lex on what happened.
Power Girls leading a meta-powered rally there.
Power Girls
He'll
leading a
contact you with more
meta-powered
details
rally there.
when you're on site.
I'll contact you with more details when you're on site.
Wow, they both said like the same thing. It's crazy. It's crazy pants. Nature. I have to get the trees out and kind of show you guys next episode. Before I say anything else, I apologize. I'm really stuffy. My throat really hurts. I'm getting the sickness, getting down with it, and it's not fun. So I apologize if I'm not. I don't sound good at all. I don't know. Most of the time it sounds pretty good, even when I'm sick. But I don't feel good.
I need your help with a science project. My research lab at Metropolis General has developed a mutagen from parasites' DNA, but they claim it isn't ready for human testing. I need someone with a more flexible set of ethics. Collect the mutagen injector from a nearby van, and I'll be back with further instructions.
I'm very flexible with my ethics. Is there glowy? Nope, no glowy up here. I farm this area like all the time for bits, so I know like all the secrety spots for them. What were we talking about? About something. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, just kind of give you guys a little like.
This mutagen is designed to turn subjects into power-draining parasites. Use it on the local student body, and see if they survive.
Okay. So yeah, because I had to go do like collections and stuff to get the jacket, and I got the Gadgeteer boots, which I like pretty cool. I think they're pretty cool. They look sort of military and sort of steampunky at the same time. To get, oh my gosh, stop shooting me. I'm the bad guy, don't you know? To get mostly the chest. The chest was the hard bit. But I got the belt out of a lockbox, so I was like, hey, Gadgeteer, let's do that. And then I was like, wow, this is really difficult to find these collections. Yeah. So that took me a little while. But because of doing the collections and everything, and collecting them, it leveled me up more than level 3. So that's why I'm level 4 now, is because of the collections. Just in case you guys were wondering, I mean, really nothing's happened that's special. Come here, police and student. I had a really hard. Oh, we'll get back to the skills and everything. But yeah, I had a really hard time coming up with like a villain type of nature character, just a nature character in general, because I've never been a big fan of nature, and so that was kind of something new for me to come up with. So really hope you guys like him. I know Nick wasn't a big fan favorite, so hopefully Blind Vine will be a little bit more interesting. I mean, the name's not very inventive, but literally every name was taken. Like, I couldn't come up with anything.
So, Luther wants you to make more parasites.
Hmm.
The parasite who devours everything he sees. Yeah, can't see this going wrong. Luckily, they don't seem that interested in eating you.
Well, that's good. You're not really interested in me.
Excellent. The mutagen works. Unfortunately, the police are arresting our potential parasites before they can feed and complete their mutation. Free the affected students. I need them for the next stage.
I think around here I already collected some of this stuff. Maybe not. I don't know.
So long as you're on the job, there are people all over the city.
People.
A little extra for a job well done. Let me show you one now. Take everything you can get, right?
Exactly.
Emerson's journal, type 1, gravitation desensitization, extremely common.
Interesting. Where's that guy? There he is.
LexCorp
Diligence.
needs a field test to see how the mutagen affects metahumans. And
Sure, why not?
you're the one for the
I got
job.
nothing better to do.
Hiding up on the building.
Metropolis University. The University
Every time
of
I do,
tomorrow.
I want to talk. I
Hey,
always
G-Ball
grab those
Jocks,
things.
LexCorp has sponsored an all-new training program down at the Metrodome.
He's prepared.
Go team! Met you. The university for you.
You know, I was a better hitman than you were. I'm still a better hitman than you are without eyes. I kind of wanted to do like a Deathstroke-y character. Just because, I don't know. Like, I know we're going to do munitions, and that would have been perfect for munitions, but I also kind of want to do like a female character for munitions. So that would be like the first female character I've done. But I think that would be fun to do that. You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I think munitions is probably up next out of all these. If you guys want munitions still. But yeah, I mean, there's not really much to explain about him. He was an assassin, worked for a shady business or corporation to kill off people. And apparently Nick was their target. I wonder why. Couldn't be that he worked for Lex Luthor at some point.
Free me, please.
Hint, hint, wink, wink. Such like that. Say he was supposed to kill Nick, and then, unfortunately, things went awry, and now he is a crazy assassin. Like, crazier than before. Still not very good. Like, the reason I gave him dual pistols and not a rifle, which would have made more sense since he was a sniper, but because he can't see anymore. So what would be the point of having a sniper rifle and trying to just use his sensory plant thing to try to see people that well? It would just be messy. So what better weapon than just a couple pistols and just to blindly fire at enemies when he needs to? You mean, I bet he's a good shot still, but not as good as before. Probably can't hit them dead on anymore. But yeah, that's kind of what I was going with. Hopefully you guys like him, like I said. I don't know, he's interesting. But to go back, I was talking about powers, and the advanced mechanic for this power is crazy. It's probably crazier. Because I was like, gadgets is crazy, you know? But this one's nuts. This one is super nuts.
Get me out of these cuffs.
But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the advanced mechanic looks like, because, I'm going to try my best at it. But I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird and wonky. And it's also going to take us a while to get to the full advanced mechanic. Probably we'll get like the first half of it, and then we'll have to focus on the second half of it, because I could kind of show you guys. I don't have all the powers memorized right away, but ooh, I have a bunch of skill points I haven't spent. I should spend those. I wonder where I got all those. Doop and doop and which? Oh, no, that's all I got. Okay, fantastic. Can I do this now? Yeah, that's the one. All right. Powers. So Floor is the one that I was like, oh, I want to focus on Floor, right? Because he's a plant guy. And I think it goes like Savage Growth and then Vine Lash and then Harvest. Is it Harvest? Release pheromones that promote healing over time. Regenerate power when poison sport. Yeah, so it might be Harvest and then Savage Growth, Vine Lash. And then I think it's Briar or Bloom. Might be. No, it's not Bloom. It's not Blossoms. I don't think. Might be. I don't know.
Hands up and weapons down.
Might be Blossoms to remove the pheromone effect. Ow! You guys are being dicks! I'm talking to the people here! Come on! Yeah, there you go. The nearest treatment station. And I gotta kill all these guys, and then I can talk to you guys. So they're not being nice the other way around. Ooh, I should get that kid while we're here.
Get me out of these cuffs!
You're sure, why not? Now work for me.
Hungry.
Yeah, go for it. Go eat people. Let's see. Powers. And then it goes over into the fauna plant. And then you take on canine form, I think it was. And that does what? Chomp down on your target, damaging, knocking it down, poison, spore effects are spread. So maybe that one mixes with that, and then whenever Blossom removes pheromone effects, it's crazy. But yeah, you basically switch from being plant form into canine form. I'm pretty sure it's canine form into like all this other stuff, and I think you do like swarm. It's nuts. There's a lot to it. So like next time, I think at the beginning I'll show you guys it off, kinda. Not like how to do it. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to go research it some more and kind of figure it out. Because like I said, I never played nature. It's never been my cup of tea. So there was really no point in me doing it. Blow up the car! Blow up the guys! Come here. No, I don't want to get him. I want to get this guy. Targeting. Come here. I wonder if it's got the, No, I don't think it does. Where you do that, and then you can tap it, and it'll punch them away. I think that one's a little bit more like pull them in and stun them, sort of.
Let me loose. I have to feed.
Okay. Go feed, child. I think I have to transform them and unlock them and drive. I don't know, I think that'd be kind of a cool power to like. I mean, it would suck. It would be the same situation as Daredevil, with the blind thing. You wouldn't technically be able to see, so you'd have a lot of down or a lot of blind spots, literally. So it'd be a lot harder in a fight, but the whole point of him is he's more of an assassin, so now he's got to be a little bit more interesting with how he kills his targets, rather than just going in and being a sniper and just taking him out. So yeah, I think that'd be cool. But yeah, nature is an interesting power, definitely. In how its advanced mechanic works and all that. So yeah. But oh, what? I was gonna talk about something else, but I can't remember what it was. I was gonna talk about the Flash, but I kind of want to be in better health when I'm talking about that, because I don't know if listening to me be all nasally is gonna be the funnest thing in the world when I'm talking about the Flash. But oh my god, you guys, Tuesday's episode was amazing. If you guys haven't watched it, go watch it, and then we'll talk about it next time. And is this ball? Can I touch that? I can. I have a globe head. Oh my god, globe head. Bear me. I am globe head. You will fear globe head. Oh, it disappeared. Globe head is out. Legends Tomorrow was cool. I liked it. They're kind of I'm okay. You guys already know that Leonard Snart is like my absolute favorite character in that entire series and in the Flash series. I mean, the actor that plays him is just so perfect, and I love the Heatwave Leonard Snart kind of relationship.
I'm so hungry.
But
Baby, please.
in the newest episode, if you guys haven't watched it, I'm sorry. I'm not really going to tell you what happens, but I'm going to tell you kind of the idea of it, which kind of is in itself a spoiler. But Leonard and Mick, they decide to commandeer this like mini vessel that's a part of the Wave Rider to go do a mission, their own little personal mission. As you know, if you've watched any of it, or even just like the trailers for it where they're talking, they're kind of in it because now they can travel through time and steal stuff, and that's kind of their thing. So they're just gonna go around trying to steal artifacts and things like that throughout time, so they can have vast wealth and money and things like that, because you know they're villains. So what villains do? Well, some villains want to destroy the world. Some villains want ultimate power and control. Some villains just want to steal some shit. That's just how it goes. And they are the last ones. So yeah, their thing is they go on this little mission to get an object. And it's
Happerson's journal.
I'm gonna have
Type
to
2,
spoil some
carbon
things,
crystallization
unfortunately.
susceptibility.
Is there another glowy up here? I can never remember. There is another glowy.
I am Jack Ryder, and you are wrong. Why? Because of a purple people eater named Parasite, friend. He can suck the life force out of everything from a Studebaker to Superman. Even a Kryptonian is no match for Parasite's pain drain. And now, Lex is whipping up billions of little parasites. And out of who? You and me, friend. You and me. And if you think he'll stop there, you are wrong.
I'm trying to decide if I want to spoil it or not. I don't think I need to, because that's not the point I'm trying to make. So they go ahead and do this little mission, this burglary, to get the thing that they want. And in the end, it's to kind of help out Leonard. But what it ends up showing in the end, and then we'll talk about the episode maybe next time or something, so you guys can watch it in between if you want. Did I get all of it? Did I get all of it? Yeah.
Watching those infected students drain power from Metropolis cops, it's beautiful. Just beautiful.
Let's see what the next mission is before I continue on.
I do something to advance medical science, and the so-called authorities question my methods. Metropolis is sending out their super-powered science police. Sabotage their ridiculous cure. I need those parasites.
I need those parasites. I love Lex. Anyway. But in the end, it basically shows that no matter what Leonard thought he was going to be able to do, no matter what he thought he could change by changing time, he was always going to be the person that he is. He's always going to be that villain. And I thought that was an interesting concept because, like, with other characters, for instance, the Professor Stein, he has this moment where he messes the time stream up and he loses his wife.
Patterson's journal. Heat shock fortification protein.
Okay. He messes up the timeline and loses his wife. And the time that they changed it to, he and her never met. They never got married. They never got intimate.
Authorities are distributing antidote to ease the effects of the mutagen. Luther wants their efforts sabotaged.
Okay. Like this? Is that sabotage enough? Come here.
I'm hit.
There we go. Any more powers? Not yet. We're getting closer though. But he didn't change at all from it. I mean, you know, after learning from the entire situation, he learned from it and changed, but not at that moment. And Rip describes something very interesting to them. I think he does anyway. One of them does. But the time stream always kind of like figures it out in the end. It always kind of rearranges to work out the way it's supposed to, even if it's not supposed to be that way. But with Leonard, even though he tried to change it, and he could have changed it, and he could have become a different person, the time stream changed it so that he would always become that person. And I thought that was an interesting idea, that no matter what you do, you're always going to be the person that you are. And I don't know if I technically agree with that. Don't let me mess with your machine here. Come, kitties.
This is making me even hungrier.
Is it? Well, that's good. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that idea. That seems very narrow-minded. To believe that it doesn't matter what you do. You'll always be the person that you are, no matter what choices you've made in life, what things came before you. You're always going to be that same person. And it's such a weird concept, too, because, you know, all the DCs, because I'm pretty sure that's what they were describing, that no matter what they did, he was going to be the way he is. Maybe that's not the point they were making, but that's the point they made. Is that no matter what he would have done, no matter how he tried to help his dad, no matter how he tried to change his life, you know, he couldn't change who he is. He couldn't change who his family is. He couldn't change how his life has been. It just is that way. Maybe they'll expand on it later on. But it's a weird idea because in The Flash, pretty sure it's in The Flash.
What are you doing? You said you'd help.
Is it? Yeah, no, well, yeah. Yeah, it is in The Flash. Okay. So yeah, in The Flash, you know how there's Earth 1. I don't know why that was so hard for me to think about. I was trying to make it. Never mind. Just forget it. My brain's all filled with cough medicine and stuff right now. But in The Flash, there's Earth 1 and Earth 2. And Earth 1 is how we know the characters and stuff. Earth 2, the characters they've described, or, you know, they've shown us and we've learned about them, they're different most of the time. In a more recent episode, they showed,
This is the police.
Oh my god, I can't remember his name. The original Flash. God, fuck, what's his name? Anyway, they showed him. I feel bad that I can't remember his name. I can't right now. My brain's too fried, guys. I apologize. Don't be mad. But they were showing him and his Earth 1 counterpart, which is where Barry and all them are. He's just a regular Joe. He doesn't even have the same name. He is just a guy. And but I think the because I think his name is Hunter Zalman. And that name sounds very familiar, and somehow I feel stupid for not remembering it. Because it sounds super familiar. But he's like, yeah, he doesn't have the Flash powers, so he can't help me. So it's interesting, the idea, well, let's get back to it anyway. The idea that Legends of Tomorrow says that no matter what you do, you can't change yourself, you can't change who you are. But the Flash tells us that in certain situations you are different. You are completely different. If you had been under these circumstances, you would have been this person. It's such a strange idea that they're kind of bashing around with a baseball bat. That it's one way or the other, and it's kind of, I don't know. I don't know if I'm digging that idea that they're kind of proposing. Because they just keep bouncing back and forth a little bit too much for me. But it was such an interesting scene with Leonard. We'll talk about it in more detail next time. But it was so interesting to see him go through all these things to try to basically fix himself. You know, he didn't want to be the villain that he is. We've got the heroes on our side. It was pretty obvious that he wanted to change how his life was. He didn't want it to be, you know, the poor kid and his dad going to prison and stuff like that. He wanted to be a normal person, you know, maybe a hero. But that didn't happen. And the timeline made sure of that wouldn't happen.
That was devious. I respect that.
No.
The science police are using special containment units to capture parasite clones across campus. Free those clones. No need to be gentle.
Oh, okay. Well, what do we got? We gotta do this one, which is to just do that, and then I think, but we get some new pistols, plasma pistols. Let's go for it. It'll be a long episode. Why not? We always do long episodes. Don't really matter. Where am I going anyway? This one.
That
was devious.
I respect that. The science police are using special containment units to capture parasite clones across campus. Free those clones. No need to be gentle.
Okay. That's fine. There we go. Damn. It was just such a strange idea that they pitched. I don't even know if that was what they were trying to pitch. Perhaps they were saying that you can, I don't know. Because, like, if they were trying to pitch something else, like, let's say, it's not your life that makes who you are, it's who you make yourself to be. That kind of an idea.
Apperson's journal. Translocational capability. Extremely rare.
You've got to help.
You know, you are who you make you are. Or you are who you want to be, basically. If they were trying to pitch that idea, it was very shadowed underneath of, it doesn't matter what you do, you're going to be who you are. And that was, I don't know. It stuck out to me, because at the same time I'm like, because I don't even know if it was like a general idea. Like, you know, famished leech. Maybe it wasn't even like a concept, you know, to let people know that, like, you know, no matter what you were gonna do. Maybe it was just for Leonard, you know, no matter what he could do. And I think that's what interested me, was because it's like, no matter what he could do, he couldn't change who he was gonna become. That's such a sad idea that he would always be a villain no matter what turned out. you know, his life would have, the things that happened in his life, you know, his dad going to prison, his dad beating his sister, his dad beating him, you know, him learning from his dad to steal stuff. It was always going to happen. And there was nothing he could really do. He could even try to change the timeline and it won't help. He was always going to be a villain from the start. It's such a strange idea. You know, I always, like I've said before, I'm always super interested in the idea of supervillains, because to be a bad guy, it's not that hard, really. I mean, you just have to have skewed morals. Well, I shouldn't say that, because morals are what you make them, kind of. I mean, everybody has the concept of what morals should be. You shouldn't kill, you shouldn't steal, you shouldn't rape or murder. You shouldn't lie, cheat, anything like that. You know, you should be a good person. Make yourself a good person. But life situations and things like that can make your morals skewed slightly. And that's, and maybe that's what they were trying to portray, is that, you know, it's your life affects who you become.
Yes, time to eat.
Time to eat. I think I need Thorn burst. EP. Do I need Thorn burst? I think I need Thorn burst. Let's add that one in there. What does Thorn burst do? Ooh, it's like a shield. I do that, and I'm like, what? Oh, it's like a spiky shield that hurts people around me. Kind of a close combat, sort of, power. Man, where were we with the idea of the, of it? Oh yeah, I'm always super interested in, how villains would become villains, like, you know, and that gives you kind of an interesting thing to think about. You know, would you always become a villain even if you didn't have the choice? Like, would you stay a villain? Like, if you knew that no matter what was going to happen, you were going to be the way you are, would you just coincide with that idea? And I don't think coincide's the right word. Man, whatever. Concede. There's the right word. Concede. I think. Anyway. Would you just concede to the idea that no matter what you do, even if you had thoughts that maybe you could be a good person, maybe you didn't have to be a villain, would you just give it up and just concede that you will always be a villain? Or would you try to change? I don't know, it's such a strange idea.
You won't stop us from saving these students.
And becoming a supervillain is an even stranger idea, you know. That's why supervillains always have such cool and interesting stories, because it's always comes down to usually just one thing or just a few things that changed, and that's what made them the way they are.
Metropolis's superpowered cops, created just to deal with new superpowered villains like you. So much for that
pistols
idea.
I got now. Plasma pistols.
What a startling coincidence. We released our power-devouring clones just as Power Girl arrived for a meta student rally. Now Parasite has her barricaded in the library, exactly where I want her. I've promised him a big meal of Kryptonian energy in exchange for his help. Get me Power Girl's DNA.
Oh my God.
You'll have your reward too.
Before I was looking for Sigma, now they all want to fight me. It's crazy. But, yeah. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I think I'm going to leave it there for today. Like I said, my throat's, like, on fire. So I apologize. And I'm kind of, like, out of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, you guys should hit that like button. Because, that like button gives you free magic gold. Every time you press it. Every time you press that button, just magic gold falls from the sky. I don't know where it falls, but it does. So yeah, you guys should get out there after you press that button. Find that gold. Thanks for joining me, everybody, and I will see you all next time.